And welcome back to this week's edition of Jacket Vision, our weekly look at Oxford Yellow Jacket football. Last Friday night, Oxford back in action after an open week, wrapping up a perfect 10-0 regular season with a 41-0 victory over Sumter Central. I'm joined now by Oxford head coach Ryan Herring. Coach, you had the off week, then you had the game against Sumter, which you knew you were going to be favored. They were having kind of a down year. Talk about how things have gone for you the last couple of weeks, including picking up the win, wrapping up that perfect regular season.
Well, it was great. We had an open week after the Pell City game, and then we got Sumter Central, who's not a strong opponent this year. So we had a little time to get people healthy and work on some little things that we needed to correct with with our guys. And so it worked out great. You didn't know it was going to be like that before the season, but it worked out great, and I think it's been beneficial for us.
I know the big thing now, obviously, in the last couple of weeks has been making sure you were ready for the postseason. The playoffs began this week. You got a very tough first-round game at home against Muscle Shoals, who we'll talk about in depth a little bit later on in the show. So did all your preparation the last 2 weeks kind of work how you wanted to headed into the playoffs?
Yeah. We've kind of mixed in some things that we may see in the playoffs just to get a little work. So when we get to that week, that quite catch us off guard. Just besides what Sumter was doing, we mixed in other stuff and just to get it all in their head and get it in their eyes. So we got some good stuff covered. But the main thing is I think we're pretty healthy, and that's huge.
We have an action-packed show for you, a lot on the agenda. When we come back, we will have first half highlights from last Friday night's game against Sumter Central as we continue right here on Jacket Vision. Stay with us. And we'd like to remind you that the Oxford Education Foundation is teaming up with Samco to raise money for Oxford City Schools. For every gallon of gasoline that you purchase at Samco on the corner of Caffey Drive and Highway 78, Samco will donate 1 cent per gallon to the Oxford City Schools Education Foundation, who does great work within the Oxford City School system. Speaking of great work, Oxford celebrating senior night last Friday night at home at Lamar Field against Sumter Central. And Coach, you took control of this game right from the start.
Right here we start off with a little quick screen to Austin Klein. Austin does a great job getting us about 15 yards right there. We come back the other way, try a little bubble screen, and Dave Russell does a great job of getting yards. Great catch, and then great job running the ball. Right here we got a little buck sweep to Titus. Good job of the guards getting out there. They cut the first guard, but good job running the ball hard right there. Right here, we just kind of wedge them right there and just run it right at them, and the offensive line comes off the ball and just does a great job. I think I could score right there when they knocked them in the end zone, but good job by the offense right there. Here's Abe right here doing a little scrambling. I don't think he really wanted to turn his jets on and show them this early in the game, so he just kind of got out of bounds about the 10. But that's preservation, which is what we need out of Abe at this point in the season. Here's another buck sweep right here to Titus. And they had a couple of good players. Some of those plays we thought were going to work a lot easier than they did because they had some guys that put up a fight. There's a fade, little jump ball to Hareem right there. Good job catching, throwing. Great job by Brody right here playing the quarterback on speed option. They go with, again, a little load option right here, and another great job by Brody. Brody's just played stout for us this year. He's been huge. Speed option right there to Titus. Good job blocking on the perimeter. We'll go at it again right here. We got Rich Cantrell in here. We thought we'd get in, and he gets tackled on about the inch-yard line. So we turn over on downs right there. But we get a touchdown right here. They fumbled. I thought we had a safety, but they actually fumbled. So we got a touchdown. That was Blake Carter recovering that. Here's Brody right here on the kickoff coverage right here. Just does a great job of getting down there and making plays. There's a great job by Cross Davis just crashing the edge right there, and they tried to run a little belly play. Another great job right here by Cross of pressuring the quarterback. Jordan Swain goes up, high points the ball, gets the interception. Great job by Jordan. When you can intercept passes, you got a chance to win a lot of games. There's a little misdirection right there, a little inside trap to Jack Peavy. Here's Bo Riley coming in, making a great kick. And he really needed that, and we really needed him to hit that. So, 'cause there's going to be some times in the playoffs where we're going to need him to hit a big field goal. Got a little tunnel right here. Doesn't go quite like we want it to, but we still get some good yards out of it. We fake the tunnel right here and throw it to Dave Russell. Dave makes a good catch, stays in bounds right there on about the 10-yard line. We don't get in the end zone right here, so we have to settle for a field goal, which is still good work for Bo Riley and big for us.
And there you see the halftime score. Oxford pitching a shutout at the break, 27-0. Coach, I know you wanted to come out and get a quick start and get on them early to dash any hopes they might have, and that seems to be what happened.
And we did that. We didn't play great on offense in the first half, but defense smothered them. I mean, they didn't hardly get, I think they may have had one first down in the first half. So the defense came out and did a great job of just taking them out of the game. And so you go into halftime, and, hopefully we're going to get to play a lot of young kids. Second half, that was the mindset, and which we've done a lot this year, which has been great for those guys to be able to get to play. But, we didn't do some things real well on offense, but defense played great, and so we went in there at halftime and made a couple of adjustments, and second half was a good second half.
All right, we'll come back with second half highlights as we continue on Jacket Vision. But as we go to break, here's a look at the Oxford High School Marching Band from their performance on Senior Night on Friday. And time to roll second half highlights. Oxford leading Sumter Central 27-0. Coach, kicking off to them to start the third quarter.
Right here, once again, Brody Sire just doing an awesome job. Just hits the guy right in the mouth and on a kickoff. Just a great job. Great job right here by everybody running to the ball right there. Garrett Davenport, Ernie, just a great job. We got Richard Cantrell in right here running buck sweep. Richard does a great job coming in, filling in for Titus right here. We throw a fade ball to Hareem. That's a great job, great catch, great protection, great throw. So we come out, we get a quick touchdown. So, feeling real good at this time. Here they are. They try a little slow screen out the back goal right here, and I was worried for a second, but Tremont Jordan does a great job, and Garrett Davenport of sniffing it out. They snap one over their punter's head, and so we got the ball right here on the 8-yard line, so we need to take advantage of it. And there's Richard Cantrell right there running the ball. Richard's a sophomore. Richard's going to be a good running back for us. Here we are running a little belly play, and Richard gets in the end zone. So at this point right now, it's 41-0. So we want to kind of, cut the scoring out, but still play hard, and we do that on defense. Great job right there, Garrett Davenport, playing that little GT counter right there. Here we are getting downhill, and they knock a few of our guys out right here. You can see them getting knocked down. Some of those sophomores that come in, all of a sudden they got a little surprise. But they're playing hard, so it's fun to watch. Great job chasing the ball, pursuing the ball, making that thing go lateral. That always gives you a chance. Quick slant right here. They get inside of us right here. We got to do a better job of jamming that receiver. But they're going to the air. And great job by Cam Lemon separating the guy from the ball right there. Cam's got a cast on his arm right now. He's trying to have him play through that. There's Braylon Gatson. That was a big fullback. I told Braylon, I said, you hit him in the hips. You need to hit him a little lower. His hips is where he's real thick. We try to throw Austin a fade ball right here, and I think he loses it in the lights, and they get an interception right here. But we got to make a tackle. Somebody's got to, and good job right there by Cantrell making that tackle, keeping them from scoring so we can keep the shutout. And Ben Elliott almost had him right there, and then Tremont ran him out of bounds, and next thing you know, we're in the victory formation, 41-0 final. So a great night, great senior night, great game 10 night.
And a great regular season. This seals the 10-0 regular season for the Oxford Yellow Jackets and, of course, region champions from 6A Region 7. Coach, let's take a look at the individual player awards from the Sumter game.
Air Jacket Award goes to Hareem Averett. You saw him catch a couple of those touchdowns. Racehorse, Titus Lindsay. Highest grade defensive line, Dondre Allen. That was a special night for Dondre, special day also. Highest grade offensive line, Clay Webb. Special Teams Award, we give it to two guys, Brody Sire and Keaton Borelli. Keaton had the 2 field goals, and Brody had the great 2 tackles on kickoff coverage. Most hits, Tremont Jordan. Man, that makes me smile on the outside and on the inside to see Tremont's name up there. Senior linebacker, has just done everything we've asked him to do, and I'm real proud of Tremont. Meanest Jacket, Brody Sire, Cross Davis. That's our 2 outside linebackers, so it's great that those are the 2 meanest Jackets for the game. They both played great football. Game breaker, the whole defense, getting the shutout, game 10. We felt like the game breaker really was the defense because offense didn't really go real well first. Takeaways, we had Jordan Swain with the interception and Blake Carter with a fumble recovery in the end zone for a touchdown. Hammer Award tie between Jordan Swain and Brody Sire. Pride Award, Corey Henderson does a great job for us all week long, and J. Rock Swain, which is Jordan's little brother, who we brought up from the 9th grade, did a great job of giving us a good look all week.
All right, congratulations to those young men for the individual player awards. Coming up next, we got a lot more on the agenda. We'll have our player spotlight. We'll also hear from Oxford senior linebacker Kenny Britt, who made his college choice this week, and we'll look ahead to round 1 playoff matchup with Muscle Shoals as we continue on Jacket Vision.
Mr. DJ.
And it's time now for our player spotlight. This week we focus on Oxford senior tight end and receiver Connor Sire. Here's TV 24's Chase Robinson.
Oxford senior Connor Sire has moved all over the field in his football career for the Yellow Jackets, and he has found his way to tight end for his senior season.
Played a different position every year. Sophomore year, I played wide receiver. 11th grade, I played outside linebacker. This year, I moved to tight end, so it's pretty different.
With every position, there's different techniques and things to learn. But one thing stays the same, and that's the work you put in off the field to be successful.
I've never been in a three-point stance before. I had to learn to do that, and just doing all these cuts and blocking and staying on blocks, all this stuff. It's pretty difficult to learn, but I got it. A lot of people are like much bigger than me, so I got to go against like 6'2", 6'3" guys. So you got to put in work, be faster than them, be lower, learn good techniques to do stuff. So.
For Jacket Vision, I'm Chase Robinson.
All right, Coach, you know, we talk a lot about Brody Sire, but this is his brother Connor Sire, who plays tight end for you. Talk about what he contributes to the team.
Well, he brings stability, a lot of character. He's, you know, in a lot of ways, kind of like Kenny Britt as far as, you know, comes from a great 2-parent home. He's been raised the right way. You know, he's a leader in the locker room. He's a good teammate. He's a hard worker. You know, he's not very big for a tight end, but we've got him in there because he's dependable. You know, and dependability is a lot of times the best ability. And he's going to give you everything he's got. You never have to question that. He's going to leave it all on the field. And, you know, for 3 years now, he's got on the field. And, you know, in 10th grade, you know, we didn't think he was fast enough, but he always ended up out there because he was going to be where he was supposed to be and do what he was supposed to do. Last year, we kind of were playing him everywhere, outside linebacker, a little defensive end, you know, inside linebacker. And then, you know, his shoulder, he ended up having shoulder surgery. And so we lost him second half of the season, which hurt us. And it's come back this year. Now he's played a lot of tight end, you know, like a true tight end. We split him out some too, but, you know, he just can wear a lot of hats. He's a smart kid. You don't have to tell him things twice. If he messes up, you probably didn't tell him the right way the first time, because he usually gets it the first time. But, you know, he's a great Christian young man, and just like I said about a lot of them, I'm just blessed to be able to coach him.
Well, another one of your key seniors made his college commitment this week at a signing ceremony at Oxford High School. Oxford senior linebacker Kenny Britt announced that he will play his college football. Well, I'm going to wait and let this video that Kenny showed at the ceremony tell you where he's going.
Hudson, bro. What's up, man? Hey, come on in, bro. I'm taking you to the part in the back.
I be rolling with the squad, we be going so hard like whoa. You know what it is, and we always get it in, whoa.
Trick or treat!
What's up, bro? What are you following?
A Florida Gator!
Oh, that's great, bro. Chomp, chomp.
Everything I do, gotta play on.
Oh, Georgia Bulldog. Happy Halloween.
Go Dogs!
When I come through, everybody gon' move like whoa. Everything I do, gotta play on.
Trick or treat!
Hey, man, happy Halloween. Who are you?
Coach Gus!
Hey, I got something special for you.
Thank you, KJ! Oh.
Happy Halloween and War Eagle.
All right, that's how KJ Britt made his announcement at the ceremony at Oxford High School on Monday afternoon. Here's some video from that ceremony. Packed house at the Oxford Sports Arena as KJ made his choice. And Coach, your thoughts on KJ realizing a big dream in his life, being able to play college football?
Man, it's all amazing. I'm so happy for him and his family, and happy for our community and our team and everything, because he's going to be an ambassador for Oxford, and and I'm just proud for him and happy for him. And Auburn's getting a great human being. I told somebody yesterday I think he's listed as a 4-star linebacker, but he's a 5-star person. I can tell you that. So I'm happy for Auburn, and I'm happy for him.
And we were able to speak to Kenny at the ceremony, get his thoughts on his decision.
The feel of signing with Auburn is the best feeling. I mean, just knowing in my heart where I needed to go, and knowing where I was supposed to go, and knowing where the best place for me, it was the best feeling. I used to pray for schools just to look at me, so I pray, and like my pastor always said, nothing is too hard for God, because in our weakness, His strength is made perfect. So I mean, I was weak in my point that I wasn't getting the looks I wanted, but it wasn't going to take control of my life. I mean, because I have great issues. So I was just saying, it just played a huge part, because I trusted in him, and he trusted in me, and he got to me to where I am right now.
Well, Coach, I know you're happy Kenny's got this out of the way, because now you need him focusing on what's coming up this Friday night as the Oxford Yellow Jackets kick off first round of the playoffs at home against Muscle Shoals. There you see the Trojans are 5-5. They are the 4th seed out of 6A Region 8, but that is a little deceptive, because if you take a look at how they fared against the top 3 seeds in Region 8, you quickly can see that Muscle Shoals is not your typical 4th seed. Back in September, they lost in double overtime to the 3rd seed Hartselle. On October 14th, they lost by 3 points to number 1 seed Austin. Then, just recently on the 21st, they lost by 1 point to number 2 Decatur. So, Coach, as you can see from those scores, and I know you broke their film down, this is not your typical 4th seed, is it?
No, we went up and scouted them. Our off week, we went and scouted Muscle Shoals playing Decatur, and it was first quarter. It was 22-0 Muscle Shoals, and so we kind of stopped what we were doing, and we started scouting Decatur, because we thought we were going to be playing Decatur instead of Muscle Shoals. And then Decatur ends up fighting, scratching, clawing, comes back, kicks a field goal with no time left to win the game. So we really believe, and we've talked to those people up there that they definitely could be the best team, and maybe should be, and maybe would be, but they're not. They're the 4th seed. So it's not going to be a normal 1 versus 4. This is going to be a war. It's going to be a tough game, and anybody that comes to the game is going to see they're going to have plenty of size, plenty of athletes. They've been dominating that area up there for about 8 years now, and I played college football with the head coach. I played college football with the offensive line coach up there. They've got good coaches. They've got good players. It's going to be a battle.
They've got a defensive back, Jordan Peters, who's also committed to Auburn, so it'll be a great matchup on Friday night. Well, before we leave you this week, Coach, we want to kind of go back to the pep rally from last week on the senior night day, as you had your seniors come together at the pep rally and do something very special for DeAndre Allen's mother, who just the day before this was declared cancer-free. She had been battling breast cancer, and we'll see here your players pull off their jerseys and show T-shirts you had made up that say Tackle Cancer. Talk about what this meant to your seniors and obviously to the Allen family.
Oh, it was huge. We surprised her. She had no idea any of this was going to go on. We got shirts made for the whole team, got one for her, and you know, she just got declared cancer-free the day before, and we didn't even know that at the time. We just knew she had finished all her chemotherapy and all that. It was huge. It pulled on the heartstrings of everybody in that gym. Real proud of our student body. Our student body really was real good. Did a great job of cheering, and I don't think there was many dry eyes in the room during the whole deal. So just once again makes you proud to be a part of the Oxford community.
Coach, we're out of time. Good luck on Friday night. Should be a great first-round matchup.
It's going to be a good one.
All right, we'll be with you again next week for all the highlights of Oxford and Muscle Shoals on Jacket Vision.